Hello and good evening, class. This is Alan Vasquez. This is the final assignment, the ETC for the ETC 447 blog phase 3, comprehensive reflection. So good evening again, and today I'll be discussing various factors I've learned within this class that I would like to share. First, I'll talk about the International Society for Technology and Education, or the ISTE standards for educators, which were learned and implemented within this course. So the first one is learner, excuse me. So this is defined as educators continually improve their practice by learning from and with others and exploring proven and promising practices that leverage technology to improve student learning. So this basically means that educators are open to learn from other teachers or other sources. And I feel that I meet the standards as a learner by taking small ideas and concepts that I have gained from my peers. So examples would be using Google Forms as an application for surveys. So I stand myself as a learner, and I take that from other people that have this knowledge. Standard number 2. This is leader. This is defined as educators seek out opportunities for leadership to support student empowerment and success, and to improve teaching and learning. So this basically means that teachers embrace opportunities to give out meaningful commands to their students for engagement and success. I meet the standards by providing ideas upon working as group members in past activities. So for example, opening up and proving meaningful examples before starting lesson number 2. Standard number 3, this is citizen. Educators inspire students to positively contribute and responsibly participate in the digital world. So this means that teachers create lessons or activities that can inspire students to become responsible digital citizens. I meet the standards by providing lessons that generate awareness of how our digital environment can be used in collaboration with various websites and applications to inspire students to share their input among each other or to me. So an example could be from when I went over both lessons, the water conservation and air quality lesson. I had the students submit their answers via email to myself. And then also, students were citizens. For example, when they worked on the air quality lesson, students were able to work together and responsibly share their work amongst one Google Doc document. So that's an example there. Our fourth is the standard. This is collaborator, and this is defined as educators dedicate time to collaborate with both colleagues and students to improve practice, discover and share resources and ideas to solve problems. So this means that teachers work together with other professionals and students to generate problem-solving ideas. I meet the standards by participating with classmates in various class activities from this course. For example, when we were working on the digital citizen class activity, we collaborated together. Fifth standard, this is the designer. This is defined as educators design authentic, learner-driven activities and environments that recognize and accommodate learner variability. So this means that teachers can design electronic lessons that are suitable and adaptable to all kinds of learners. So this could be a lesson that is good for the general classroom. If you have any ELL students, they can easily highlight the text that they're reading from, and then they can use Google Translate and make the lesson suitable for their for their primary language. Um, so that would be an example. So I feel that one moment here. So, yeah. Moving on. So this is, I believe, this is standard number 6, facilitator. Educators facilitate learning with technology to support student achievement of the ISTE standards for students. This means that the teacher can use technology to answer questions that may not be able to be answered without the use of technology for some. So I plan to improve this. This is my main goal when implementing technology. Many teachers don't provide enough detailed instructions on what to do when given an activity, so I try my best to implement step-by-step instructions to make work as efficient as possible. But I mean, the intention of this standard is for the technology to facilitate something that wouldn't be facilitated without the technology. So it's basically seeking the right applications, the correct applications that would facilitate the activity that may not be able to be solved without the use of technology. Moving on to our last standard. This is the analyst. Educators understand and use data to drive their instruction and support students in achieving their learning goals. This means that teachers can use the data collected from teaching and manipulate results to generate future activities that can target problem sectors within the lesson. I meet the standard by using the data that I have collected from results of my students and target the problems that they might encounter. For example, in the lesson assessment for the second activity, this is the AQI activity, the pollution in the air. I made a rubric that is designed to carefully target any problems that students might face. So, I mean, and this is a perfect example of how this standard aligns with the interpretation of the standard. The standard states that the data is used to drive the instruction and support in achieving future goals, and that's exactly the way that I used this standard in the lesson that all the students took. Okay, so feedback is important, this course. Without it, you don't look at the perception of others. And I took a look at the feedback that I received, and yes, I do need to focus more on, interactive activities, having, examples could be students making a web, compare and contrast, all of these different activities that would, or having actual experiments, since my lessons were designed for the science topic. Yes, we use technology, and I do take the feedback, and I do plan on becoming a more interactive teacher, to improve students' activities and make it, I guess, more meaningful and fun. Better introduction would be another thing that I read from the feedback. Yes, I just basically played the video and just sat there. So on lesson 2, I tried to make a connection and get the students engaged by talking about the Mexicali and the horrible air pollution crisis during the holiday season. So I guess I feel like I did a little better there. Yeah, I need to work on that as well. Okay, so my philosophy in teaching, I teach others because I struggled in simple learning methods back in my older days, and I feel that I have a reason to teach others the methods I wish were implemented on me. Um, I did not have a voice to speak up because I wasn't the brightest student. Um, I didn't have a voice because my teachers did not understand the level of complexity for the problems I had in order for me to learn appropriately. Um, and then things got a little worse with the Spanish language barrier, as I am an English language learner still to this day and for the rest of my life. I teach because I have a passion for the student learning through my pedagogical efforts. So I am very proud of what I do. My philosophy is to basically make all students not have to go over the struggles that I had to go because of teachers, I guess, not asking the correct questions that could have impacted all those gaps from students that don't understand a simple concept. This is the reason why I am very detailed, or I try to be as detailed as possible when handing out my instruction. Because I just know, I was there. I was always a student that, would say, yes, I get it. But then I didn't want it to make my classmates get an impression that I'm stupid or that I am, So I want to be that teacher. I want to make sure that no student falls behind. So, and then technology. How was my understanding of technology impacted my philosophy? Technology makes it so much better. It answers the questions that many students may be shy to ask just by them learning how to use all these technology applications. They can answer the question themselves if they're shy to ask, once again. So, yeah, technology has made it much easier. So, yeah, that's my philosophy. Thank you for your time.